Guys, can you bring the lights on? I know some of you guys aren't done, but I'm just going to help you get there. One more. There you go. Sure. You can handle that. You guys all right? Shit, I'm really busy. All right. So all right. So I changed 1C and 2B. Those are the ones I changed. Okay. So up here, it starts with picking one. Here's what's funny. The standard deviation formula is, it becomes sigma over the square root of n. So if I take one person, n is 1, you see how it stays the same then? I mean, if you really want to look at it that way. How does the standard deviation change if I take a group of 16? I get to divide it by the square root of 16. So if I take one person, what's the square root of 1? Frickin' 1. So the standard deviation stays the same. So even if you use the formula at the wrong time, it's going to make you do the right thing. You shouldn't change the standard deviation if it's one person, because that's what it's for, is individuals. So in part A, I am just picking one, a 3-bedroom flat. So I got 324 in the middle. So I want 330 to 350. Those z-scores should come out to be, I thought we would remember, but maybe not. Is it 0.09 and 0.39, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I love is when people do the formula, they set it up, and they get this or whatever it was, and they circle this. That is not a percentage. That is a z-score, right? Now I can do it. Now I look at the percentages. What do you get for this area? This bigger area. 0.5. 3. 5.9. And for the smaller one, you get. Oh, you told me. I love you guys. The bigger one is 0.65. How could it be? I love you guys.
6517.
Thank you.
7, 1, 10, 11.
That's the right one.
Did you just do that, really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to remember that.
Fine.
All right, what do you get when you subtract those?
Wait, 1 more time. 1 5.
Okay. So there's almost a 12% chance that a flat in New Zealand, 3-bedroom, costs between $330 and $350 a month. Dollars. Ooh, nice. But you don't get paid much there either, so it all balances out. Find the monthly rent that represents the 15th percentile. So hopefully we've done enough of these. This is that backwards formula. I want 15% below it. What's that z-score going to be? The closest you can get is that Christopher Columbus one, the 1492. Yeah, so you get negative 1.04. Is that what you guys got? Great.
04.
Okay, because I've run out of my own z-score charts, I think. But I'm pretty sure that's right. So now I can change this into a rent amount using this guy here. The mean minus 1.04 times standard deviation. Yeah, at the end it's going to be dollars. So what do you get when you do this? What is it? 41? Is that what you guys got?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, one person. Okay. All right.
Can you move that over a little bit to see the pencil?
Part A and B of this problem were old news. So the new part C is the new news. Take, what was it, 16? What did I say, greater than 340? So what's the very first thing I want to do here?
standard deviation.
Yeah, it's the old one divided by the square root of 16. Sixteen point 7, 2, 7, 5. So 8. I love you guys so much. What? Not 8, 5?
No, 75.
I know. So I'm going to put 8.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Because I'm crazy. Now, so this is the only new step, nuts and bolts wise. That's the only thing that all that concept of alternate universe for it all, that's the only thing it does to us. So the idea is huge, but how much does it really affect our work? Barely. You just got to remember when you have to do this. Where am I? Okay, so now I can make a z-score. So 340 minus 324 divided by this new standard deviation. What do you guys get for that? 0.96?
Yes.
Okay, let me draw a little picture for us. Here's my 324, here's my 340. I want more than that, so when I look at 0.96, I'm going to get that. 8315. Can you look up 0.96? So what's the answer then? So just about a 17% chance you'll get a flat in New Zealand that costs more than $340. 3 bits. Alright. And then we transition to numbers that are more normal to us, proportionally. So there's the mean, the standard deviation. Again, I'm taking one 3-bedroom apartment, so I can draw my picture. I've got the mean is 2784. I want from 2300 to 2900. I want this area right there. I make those two into z-scores. I only ever subtract areas. It doesn't make any sense to subtract z-scores. So cut to the chase. What do you guys get for these two z-scores? What's the negative z-score? Negative 1.58? And then the positive one? 0.38? Okay, so if you look up the areas for those two, what's the area for 0.38?
0.6480.
6480? And for negative 1.58? 071? 0571, okay. And hopefully by now it makes physical sense. You subtract those to get the area in the middle. All right, so what do you get when you subtract those? 0.5909. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So almost a 60% chance that 3-bedroom in San Diego costs between $2,300 and $2,900 a month. Huh?
Very accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are numbers, I don't remember, I think it wasn't that long ago I last looked these numbers up. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, we're all living it, or some of us anyway. Find the probability that, oh yeah, this is different. So this one is now taking, what did I say? 28 apartments. Find the same probability question, right?
Yes.
Except it's this now, X bar. So I took a sample, I asked a question about the sample mean. So that means that I have to first change the standard deviation. Come on, Jeff, keep it together, you can make it. What is this, 28? Sounds about right. 7.9, 9495? I like it. It doesn't matter. You can use more decimal places, it's fine. So I still want to answer the same fundamental question. I still have this same question as the first one, from 2,300 to 2,900, right? It's just that now there's a lot more in here. Everything should have gone to the middle, so my answer should be much bigger than the answer was to part A. One part of this gets a little freaky, right? When you convert this to a z-score, this 2,300, you get negative 8.5 something? 35? That's really off the chart. And what do you get for 2,900 when you convert it to a z-score?
2.
2?
Yes.
2. Yeah, cool. All right, I wish I could take credit for that. But so what's below this? You can either say 0.0001. Me, I would say about 0. Because I am way below negative 3.5. This is like totally not shark area. It has no freaking clue. It's really stupid small. So really the answer is going to be based on this. So what's below 2? 0.97. So that's the answer, 97.72% chance. Much more than part A, because what happens when I take a sample, more of them will show it closer to the average. So there will be more caught between 2,300 and 2,900 because more of them will be in there. They should get closer to the average. Hopeful, hopeful. All right, everybody got a practice test, right?
Yes.
All right, because I'm done. I'm done for today. So Monday we'll do some more examples like this, and I'll have the answer key for the practice test, and I'll have the quiz graded. Holy shit. Good. Good.
Hopefully nobody else needs it.